the bag. Oh man. Look at him with all this stuff and all this in the diner. How do you get it backstage?
Whoa.
Okay. Where do we start? H.
Where do we start?
Yeah, you're the one that's unhappy, so. I'm most happy to bring it.
Let me get my notes.
I'm smiling.
Did I bring my organizer with me?
Yeah, you left it in the other room.
Right here.
These are your keys.
Losing the keys.
Oh, this is a note.
Yeah, I have no problem doing rock soldiers as long as it's done right and not drained. What would make it easier? It's working now, but I need more. I gotta hit these mailing lists. I need more money. That's what it is. We're back to startup money. It's still starting. We're going to the second issue to print, and it costs a lot of money to print and a lot of money to mail out. And we're not getting it. And also, it comes down to the merchandise. Which that's where Rock Soldiers was going to start making money, is through merchandise, not through just the people enlisting. That money is running costs that they're paying. The profit was going to be in merchandise, and you're taking the merchandise and selling it in front of Rock Soldiers, and Rock Soldiers can't continue. From your attitude with Rock Soldiers, I don't think you care about Rock Soldiers.
I don't say I don't care about rock soldiers, because I fucking do.
All right, fine. If you do, then you care about if it got money or not to keep running.
The Gordon thing, he busted his fucking ass.
Yeah, I did bust my ass.
I don't dispute that you've been working your ass off.
I don't think you
What can
know.
I do to
Hey,
make it better? What can I personally do?
You shut up and take direction.
From him?
No.
I usually do. He calls me up and says, I need this by this time.
Bottom line is very
I go
simple.
print them up and
We've got
deliver.
a thing going on here, and for some reason it's not good enough.
You know what? But we're
Now,
jumping.
I know for excuse me, let me finish. I know for a fact how hard he works. I don't know, every fucking day. Then I hear you complaining about him, he's complaining about you, blah, blah. Every time I say, yeah, we'll come out and watch my famous saying, okay, should we come out? Because I say, well, leave it go, I'm watching him. I try to act as buffer to separate you two as much as I can so that you get done. Now, the relationship you have with Carol, you should have with him. Okay? You don't talk a dime till this week about money. Right?
We're not in business.
She don't generate
We're not in
money.
business together.
Not really.
She's part of the board of directors. She's sitting here, right? She's waiting for the company to generate money so she can make her money.
We're not in business together in the way me and Gordon are.
Not exactly, but the same philosophy. You're all friends getting together to make something out of something.
Not the same thing, John. And not only that, I've been in business with Carol since the mid-70s.
Fine, but the point is.
Me and Gordon just entered into this thing a couple of months ago.
But there's no major distinction.
And initially, my initial reaction was, I don't like to go into business with friends. It usually ends
You
up
told me that, and I said.
going fucked up. And he didn't want to do it either. You said you would be the buffer.
Right, I did say that.
Now I'm worried because
Not knowing what the
what's
fuck. I
going
didn't
on.
budget myself right there,
Exactly.
boy. You know?
I mean, it's affected our friendship already, I feel tension. I am where I am. You haven't changed me
Pump right
one
the
bit.
sill, man.
Fuck the fans.
The decisions you have made in your life, prior to my you knowing what John Possible existed, were done, period. I didn't put you in all those great problems, but I am taking the time to try and straighten them out. Okay? I mean, that's the bottom line. So here you are making more decisions to this accountant, this lawyer, this, that, and the other thing. Okay, doesn't it cut into your brain that maybe that's not the right way? You couldn't make money off the road. You've been making money. You've been living. Maybe not living the way you like to live, right? But for the last X amount of months, you've been making a living by hook or by crook. We've all made sure of that. We all have something to contribute to that.
All I want from a manager is when he says I'm going to have X amount of dollars, I want it to be there. And if
That's a
for
banker.
some reason
That's
the
a
money's
banker.
not there,
That's a
pull
banker.
it out of his pocket and make sure it's there for my wife. And you don't do that. You have from time to time pulled money out of your pocket. Yes. I
The
will
difference
agree
and
to
the
that.
reason I'm standing up, I said I quit last Monday because I see the fucking trend. Okay, and the trend very
I
simple.
accept your resignation.
If you don't accept If you don't accept the responsibility that your wife didn't get the 2,000 because you flew Colette out there and spent money out there, then I got news for you. You have another problem besides drinking. Hey, look at me in the eye. Were you drinking the last couple of days?
No.
You weren't, huh?
No.
The last day of fucking Ventura, you didn't take something in the bus before you got to the bus that day? Nothing, huh?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Why are you sitting there slurring your words like you
What are
were?
you talking about?
In the bus on the way back to Redondo.
I had one of those non-alcoholic beers.
That was after. And you had that with me. I had one too. That was before. We came out of the hotel room.
Yeah.
You looked at me like you saw something.
No, I was coming down with something. If you remember correctly, I was sick. I was coming down with a fever and bronchitis.
According to Cleary, you used the bronchitis as a fucking excuse for not drinking. That's what he says.
I used bronchitis as an excuse to drink.
As a cover up for the fact that you've been drinking. Did you say he was drinking? Should I take that drink or shouldn't I take that drink? That's what we're talking about here. We're all busting our fucking horn, man, to make this happen.
Why, I'm not?
I'll take a...
No, we can't.
What kind of car are you
There's
driving?
no money.
You're driving a Cougar
A
until you
hand-me-down.
can afford another Lincoln.
I'm driving down the third hand-me-down.
Right, but it's getting you
I'm
there.
embarrassed.
Fine. That's a problem,
That's the
too.
problem, because I care about it. It's his fucking career.
I do, too. That's why I'm working for him. Like, the only person who doesn't care is him.
I work.
You're the only person who doesn't give a fuck.
I don't care about my career.
No.
Thank you. He's not willing to
No,
fucking get me a bank loan, even. He's not
That's
willing
not
to
the, that's
co-sign
not
a
a
loan
problem
for me.
solver. That's not.
You're his best friend. Would you give him a back loan?
No. He's the worst with fucking money, and you should all
He's
receive.
great with money. He grabs
He knows
it.
how to make it and spend it. That's
Why
not
not?
gonna solve your problem, getting a bank loan. That adds to the problem.
And they've done-
That's like him giving you all the money on the
Yeah,
road.
really.
You didn't manage the money. If you get a bank loan for $500,000, you think you're gonna manage the money,
What was this
right?
55,000? That one shot? Somebody gave you that one shot? That 30,000 was one shot? Was that 21 was one shot?
No.
Everybody
What?
wants that amount of money in one shot.
How'd
I
you
think a
accumulate
lot
so
of
much?
money in that.
Huh?
How'd you accumulate so much? Almost $3 million here. I can count, you know.
How?
Yeah. These large numbers.
I didn't work for 2 years.
But you
And
said
you
you were
make
making
your
money for royalties, 100,000 a year, you kept telling me.
Uh-huh.
So how'd you get in debt?
All I'm saying is when you make promises to people to give them X amount of dollars, they should get it.
And your biggest problem with him is always
Why are you
bugging.
fucking talking about him?
Because you're doing the same thing to me.
So what does that
Depends how you
mean?
handle it.
We have no agreement on paper except for the Ace Vision video. All that other video,
outtake.
all that other footage that he took of me is basically, there's no agreement, and basically if he goes off and decides to bootleg it and we try to sue him, we really don't have a leg to stand on. Right, Gordon?
Yeah, big deal.
Then, the IRS attached all my fucking money. I couldn't afford to pay 5% of my gross to Bert Fidel. So what happened? When money came in, I started grabbing it and bringing it home because I couldn't afford to even give 5% away. I'm fucking struggling. I'm swimming and trying to keep my head above water.
And I'm here to help.
Okay?
I'm here to help.
Okay, you're not helping enough because I'm not making my
Not
fucking
to your
payroll.
thing. I got news for you. Exactly what's going on right now is called money management. Okay? Period. Maybe you don't get it, but it's true.
Otherwise, I'm fucked. And I like to know when I'm
I know.
getting fucked.
And
So just tell me.
if he doesn't take all the money, yes. If he limits himself, you took $10,000 a CPA
So
verified
can
it.
I just say
For
something?
what?
And I'm not
That's what
getting
you took.
paid.
Excuse me.
For when?
Took $10,000 in your pocket.
I didn't make it. I received $10,000 towards bills. Some of it I
Whatever
paid bills
word
with.
you want, all right, to the
Some
bottom
of
line.
it, I didn't pay bills with.
So
He handled you wrong. He gave you too much money for you to handle. That was the problem.
Yeah, everybody said that. Everybody.
You gave him all the fucking money and said, "Here, Ace, be a businessman." That's your fucking fault.
Everybody said that to me.
He said, I used to be a business. He said,
No.
yeah, take the money.
Yeah, here, take the money
bills."
and be responsible. And you didn't. You didn't pay all your bills. You had a lot of shit that stuff in. You still don't have a fax line.
Yeah, those people were going to fucking sell you down the fucking river, buying you out with your own royalties from Kiss. Wake up, Ace. Wake up. Okay, what did I say? Don't sell your assets. How could you even get?
They were going to get me at least $500,000. Have you come up with anything?
It's your own money.
The month
of June.
Okay.
Period.
How many shows did I do?
9.
Okay. So that's a little more than $1,000 a show.
Fine.
Including merchandise. I don't think that's
Not
unreasonable. Not at all. You promised me $6,000 a week, averaging 5 shows.
You're going back to the original
You
September
keep throwing it
22nd.
in my face that I told you originally all I needed was
I'm not throwing anything
$6,000.
in your face.
You constantly throw in my face that I said I only needed $6,000.
You have a business going on here that has to be fed. You've got PR, you've got this.
But guess who's got to be fed first? My family.
Does that include your girlfriend?
Don't bring up my girlfriend.
I'm going to bring up your girlfriend.
Why?
Because that's where the money went. I'm trying to make it it's wrong. You're screwing yourself, your wife, your kids, and everybody around you.
I'm screwing my wife and my kids. Why?
Why?
Because I fly my girlfriend down?
Yeah. Listen.
If I didn't have Colette out
Listen to me.
there, I probably would have gone out and gotten fucked up. For the simple reason I would have gone crazy. Or I would have picked up some fucking groupie and chance getting AIDS. Now, which is a better fucking alternative?
When you justify it that way, of course.
Thank you.
Let me
That's
justify it
what
another way.
happened.
Let me justify it another way. Monique, right? She's embarrassed in school, she needs X amount of clothes, she needs computer classes, your house looks like a fucking Addams family, which is very funny by the way, when you said that, just the analogy, right? The utilities saying, yeah, fine. Now what's more important? To be a monk for a week, jerk off for a week. So you don't get AIDS, you don't spend the money, and take care of your family first. Because I've taken money out of my personal account for the computer classes, for all of those, she have a list of the stuff that you bought.
Computer classes?
For your daughter's computer classes, right? Camp, whatever, right? I've taken money out of my account to give you twice for put the phone bill on, and you don't put the phone bill on, right? I even call the phone bill to work a deal, you don't do that, and then you complain. And something's wrong with all this. No, don't tell me. Look at my eye. And tell me.
I'm not the best for managing mine.
$400 button machine,
Yeah.
and we don't press buttons on the road.
Maybe we don't press buttons. I brought the fucking button machine on the road, and I
then
did
you
press
said-
buttons. It's fucking his job to come up to me and say, "Hey, we're out of buttons. Will you press another 20 or 30? Thank you."
Right. Why don't you make the button thing with you on the road?
To make buttons as we needed them.
Some of the dates, our friend Kathleen Turner, Kathleen told me last time we were talking about this lunatic fucking road. Remember? She hasn't gone away. All right. Remember she called me the other day. I didn't tell you. She called me the other day.
She did? Was she connected? Was she in Brooklyn? Did she go to Lamar?
Fucking put a hit out on it. If you called me up tomorrow and you said you had a guy that wanted to put up $100,000 to do it, I'd seriously listen to it. Money talks, nobody walks. Right now I got my balls up against the wall, financially. I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, but
Last time you have a picture.
wait,
You have a picture here.
wait. Bob Spotify,
And
perfect
he's taking this
example.
home.
Right.
You shouldn't have made the commitment if we couldn't have kept it. We shouldn't have bought it.
I told you, you motherfucker, had to buy it. You said we have to get it. So it cost me